No, no. The thumbnail was not lying to you. The thumbnail was not lying to you. This is real. This is real. You see it? This is real. Yeah. Hey Slayers, I'm the one and only world's coolest Sega enthusiast, Sega Slayer 64, and welcome. Oh, okay, I had the volume down. That scared me. Welcome to a traditional Sega review on the Sega Slayer 64 channel. When was the last one? Do I have my phone? I don't. Okay. Whatever the last one is, I'll probably edit in a clip of me telling you what the last video is. But like we haven't done one. Oh no, the last one was Jet Set Radio. The last tradition. No, I remember. The last one was Jet Set freaking Radio for the Game Boy Advance. That was at the very beginning of 2020. That was the 2022, and it was the only sole Sega game review of that year. Crazy, right? So now that we're going to be getting back to these, we're going to be doing more of these half-baked reviews of mine, because yes, they're half-baked. I'm not going to sit here and play. Well, for a game like this, I can go through the details, run through every mode, run through how it plays, and but for like a story-wise game, those are pretty half-baked, because I'm not going to sit here and play the entire game and then cut out the pieces. But this is a full-fledged review. We're going to be reviewing Crazy Taxi Catch-A Ride. This is a port, an incredibly impressive port, I might add, of Crazy Taxi to the Game Boy Advance. In fact, I actually got to reset the game because I don't remember who developed this. It wasn't developed by Sega, believe it or not. It was actually published by Sega. Obviously, it was published by Sega and all that good stuff. THQ is also partially the publisher, they outsourced the developer. Hitmaker, they worked on the engine, actually, Sega/Hitmaker 2002. And the game was actually developed by these guys right here, Graphic State. Yep, so essentially how it works is, right, I'm gonna explain to you right now, right? So, you might be saying, have you ever wondered particularly why you see the THQ logo on a lot of games, even games made by Nintendo and Sega and Konami, especially from the Game Boy Advance through the DS era? And the simplest reason is, right, Sega, Nintendo, all of them, they're lazy, right? So they outsourced the development of a specific port to a console, to a lesser console like the Game Boy Advance. They outsourced that port to THQ. Now, THQ, being even lazier, they again outsourced that port to an even smaller developer, right? So I believe the story goes that Hitmaker made the engine this game runs in, probably for a different game, and then Graphic State, or I forgot what their names was already. They took and developed the game in that engine. So that's how it goes. And I mean, you can already see it's impressive. And this is a full-fledged port. Like, this is a very ambitious game. It has everything the main game has, believe it or not. I can't, don't ask me how, but and it's portable, and it actually plays decently. So you can see you have Crazy Taxi, the main game, character box, options, records, save, and load. So if we go into options here, you can see you have time. You can change the amount of time you get. Time difficulty, traffic. So you can actually change the traffic controls. There are a lot of again, further proving this game is very ambitious. There is a traffic control. You want more traffic, less traffic, a little bit of traffic? It's up to you. We're gonna turn it up actually all the way. You can mess with the sounds. You can turn the music up, down. We'll leave it at the volume it is. You can turn the sound effects up and down. So this game, okay. So this game is also pretty ambitious in that, like, they couldn't fit the actual songs from Crazy Taxi in. They tried their best to, I guess either Sega didn't want to continue to pay for the license, or more likely they just couldn't fit those songs in, so they just kind of gave you all around rock. Some of these songs really try to recreate some of them, right? Which one? There was one that really, I think it's 3. maybe it was 5. I think 5 is the one that tries its best to like replicate way down the line. But like you can hear, they try to replicate the music. Luckily for me, all my other Crazy Taxi videos got copyrighted. This one won't, because they have this is completely like stock music. It's good though. It still has the rock tone to it, and on the go, it's great. So you got the controls. You can mess with the controls. Now, Crazy Taxi is a game that already had very simplistic controls anyway. You know, drive, it had a separate button for changing between drive and, you know, accelerate and reverse. So, you know, that was easily to replicate here with the L and R buttons. But, yeah, it all works really well. So they got the Crazy Box mode. We'll get to that later. So you have your standard Crazy Taxi rules. You got your normal rules. So you play and the time goes. You have with the normal rules, you continue to play, and the more, you know, the more passengers you get to their place, depending on how well you get them there and how fast you get them there, it'll add more time to your play. So this is arcade rules, right? 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So with the time just goes as it goes. So you get 10 minutes, and those minutes never increase. They just continue to go down. And 10 minutes, let's be honest here. No one plays 10 minutes because they actually want to play 10 minutes of Crazy Taxi at one time. People play 10 minutes because they just want to drive around and cause as much chaos as possible, right? So we're going to do that. I'm not going to show you the normal rules because, again, all these modes are exactly the same. This just has the time continuously go down, and it's basically arcade rules. Like I said, the time goes down, and to get the time to increase so you can keep playing, you have to get passengers to their destinations as fast as possible. 3 minutes is exactly what these other ones are. You get 3 set minutes, and you got to just deliver as many passengers and make as much money in that time. 5 minutes is 5 minutes, and it's the same thing. 10 minutes is 10 minutes. We'll do the 10 minutes. All the characters are here. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. This game obviously while it's extremely ambitious, there was no way they were going to fit the entire Crazy Taxi world into one go, right? Into one go. So in reality, while Crazy Taxi, the actual arcade and Dreamcast game, has an actual really big map for the time, like it's a really big map for the time, right? This game actually decides to split the maps into 2. It's the same map, I promise you, from the main game, but they split it into 2 because, you know, limitations and all that stuff. So we'll launch up the first map, and as far as I can tell, I don't remember, you know, I always play as BD Joe, but like I'm like 90% sure every character is here, you know, Axel, BD Joe, Jenna, Jenna. I've always said Jenna, and Gus. You know, they're all here. And their taxis all have the special design, but you know, if you play Crazy Taxi and you don't go with BD Joe, what is wrong with you? Like, I'd argue BD Joe is the mascot of Crazy Taxi. Let's be honest here. I don't think I even have to argue this because Sega chose to put him in the Sonic and Sega All-Stars racing games, so it's very clear he was the most popular character from the game, right? And he is the best character of the game, right? Let's be honest here. BD Joe? Because if not, they would have put Axel. There is a loading time, but there's a loading time on the main game as well. The loading time, again, you have to forgive it. See, it's not that long, right? Look at this, fully detailed 3D. You know, it's always crazy because when you see 3D on the Game Boy Advance, right, you either get titles that are insanely ambitious or that are completely garbage and throwaway. This is one of those titles that is insanely ambitious. So you might be wondering, well, Sega Slayer, how does the car? Why can't I move? Okay, that's not the game's wrong. That's me. So you might be saying, how does the car move? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. The car is more slippery than anything. Like, here's one press of the D-pad, and you can see it goes a little bit too much to the side. But it's Crazy Taxi, you know. You want to cause mayhem, you know what I'm saying? You want to hit stuff, destroy stuff. You can see they tried their best to make the map as you know, as faithful as possible. You know what I'm saying? The downhill section we all go down. The train is obviously not here, or the I forgot, trolley, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's not here because obviously they probably couldn't get that in the game. But the map is relatively faithful. You know what I'm saying? You can go down and you can just see it is large. Like, this is already so much for the game. They even tried their best to recreate the cars. You only really get 3 models. You get that model right there, that model right there, and the red van. You get the red van, the truck. Yeah, you see, you got those same 3 cars: the truck, the red van, and the little blue car, right? But you can even see they even tried to recreate the beach. Now, you can't get down there like you can normally, but the fact that it's here at all on the map is actually somewhat, like, noticeable. It somewhat resembles what it's supposed to. Is that? Okay. I'm trying to work my way around the best I can, because, you know, it's kind of hard to see on here. Yeah, look, you can see it's a very faithful map. Like, this is highly ambitious. I'm looking to see if they had the, I don't think they have them here. The sponsorships, you know, where, yeah, it's changed. Originally, there was KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell, and the original. Well, maybe I'm wrong about Taco Bell, but I know there was KFC, and I know there was like Pizza Hut. There was one more too. I just can't remember which one there is. I think there were Levi's. Yeah, they were random sponsors, but you can see it plays exactly the same as the main game. Just the car's a little more slippery. It runs at probably, I'd argue, 20 FPS, if best, right? If best, it's probably more around 15 FPS, but that can be forgiven for a 32-bit handheld version of Crazy Taxi on the GBA of all things, running this smoothly at all. I'm not gonna make it. I made it. I did it slow, and that guy's mad, but I still made it. You can see, look, it tries its best to really recreate the map, and you can really cause that same mayhem you get on the Dreamcast. Now, there might be different reasons. Okay, here it was, which one is this? This is KFC. Is it still KFC? No, it's not. They changed it. It's now a diner, but this would have been KFC in the original, which was really cool. You know, no, screw you, dude. I'm not picking you up. Screw up. Yeah, they tried their best. You can still cause the mayhem you can in the normal game. You know, your car still bounces. Is like, now the question is, with our modern day technology, would you be picking this up over a traditional copy of Crazy Taxi? No. Still get the Dreamcast version. But I mean, if we're looking at this from just a standard collector's point, or from let's say a 2000, I don't remember which year this game came out. Let's just say 2000, a 2002 perspective, right? It's probably like 2003, 2004. But let's look at it from that perspective, right? You want this game? Would it be worth it? Oh, heck yeah! Because I mean, sure, it's not as fast-paced as the normal game. You know, the car's a little bit sluggish, just a little bit, and you don't get that classic music, but it's still Crazy Taxi. Look at this map. I mean, again, look at it. Can you see how ambitious this is? Even the hills and slopes are here. Even the helicopter garage, it's all here. They tried their best to genuinely incorporate everything, and it does have that Crazy Taxi feel. Again, it's not as fast, but what do you expect for a handheld console, you know what I'm saying, that tries its best to recreate 3D. You know, even the cars are full 3D. Look, these aren't like crappy 2D models pasted on a 3D area. No, these are fully 3D detailed cars. It is a lot. Oh, you can reverse. You change your if you're going in reverse with the L and R button, so you know, forward, reverse. B is your brake, which again, it plays exactly like the traditional Crazy Taxi. Select does nothing, starts the game, and you can restart, quit. So that's actually a really good feature, by the way, the ability to restart. Like, let's say you just want to explore, and again, look how faithful this map is. Again, my fellow Crazy Taxi enthusiasts out there, you'll know this map is very faithful to the original game. In fact, I might even record a little cutaway at this section for you to see the original game. In fact, no, I won't. Stay tuned, because I'll show you the original game in this review for a little bit of a comparison. In fact, you know, screw it. Let's just switch to it right now. I'm like 90% sure I have it. Now, I might have to turn the music off because, you know, copyright and all that stuff, but you know, I'm like 90% sure I got it on here, right? I do. Okay, let me just show you. I'm just gonna show you straight up. You know, there's no reason for me to hide it. The Dreamcast version is the version and I have it fast forwarded for now because I have to I've gotta actually turn the music off. I don't want to turn the music off, I'm sorry, I know, but like, I have no choice, or you know, copyright and all that stuff, and that's not fun. So we'll play for 10 minutes, and you can see
crazy minutes.
You can see, and I'm gonna show you the world box and everything. But look,
go ahead and pick a card.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay, it has all the characters. It has all the characters. I'm right. I'm like, I was making sure. The thing, if you're wondering how I was messing up, I was mixing it up with.
Here we go.
Oh, you know, I just realized the controls are actually a little bit different, because instead of driving with L and R in the Game Boy Advance, you drive with A and brake with B. But on the Dreamcast version of the game, you drive with LNR and you brake and you switch between reversing and forward with it. But you can see, look, the map is insanely faithful. The only thing missing is the trolley / train. Yeah, trolley. The only thing missing is the trolley, but you can see, just going on the map, it's all relatively the same. Again, they're not getting that same crazy action, but just look how well they recreated the map. And again, you can't get on the beach like you can in the main game, but you know, that's no big deal. Going forward, I want to see actually real quick, which
Get some quick, I'm gonna have to quit.
I'm gonna have to get something quick. No, but you can see the map is insanely faithful. I'm just gonna take you around this map real quickly, and you can see it. Let's go forward now. I want to show you. I want to see which one this was. Again, you can see a lot of the yeah, I knew it was Pizza Hut. So yeah, you can see Pizza Hut is replaced with whatever that other place was, and KFC over here. We'll get to it in a second. KFC is also changed, but you can see it is very close. The map is very close to this, and again, they did take out the city part that you can eventually come across if you drive around enough, but you know. What's Levi's? There's the Levi's sponsor, and the KFC one is around here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. There it is. KFC was renamed to the diner, but you can see, just based off my little bit of driving here, if we go down this path, because yes, I do know the Crazy Taxi roads by heart almost, because again, I used to just play this game and drive around. You can see we're here at the church, and if we go up the hill over here, the air base should be, you can hear it. You can hear the helicopter. There it was. Dang it, where was it? Where's the base distinctly? Here it is. Here it is. You can see the base here. It's all there. It's all there. The hill down here, it's all there. As I said, switching back, and we'll come back to this again for a reason. But switching back, you can see it's really freaking faithful. It is really faithful. Again, is the crazy mayhem there? Is it as crazy as the main game? No, of course, you know, it's not. It's a GBA. You gotta take what you can get. You know, it's not like, you know, when you hit a car, it kind of brings you to a halt, and that can be a kind of annoying in a game that is supposed to be crazy. But I don't mind it. I think it's more than doable to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But again, like, it's very faithful. Does your car go as fast as it does in traditional Crazy Taxi? No, but you can see, just look how faithful this map is from the highway. On the highway, okay? The highway section is very faithful. And you can even see parts of the city here. It's still, some of the buildings load up here. It's just you can't get the big skyscrapers, the original. But you can see, look, it's all here. Like, look. Oh, actually, no, this is the full city. Maybe it has a different map. Maybe they incorporated the Crazy Taxi 2 map. You know what? Map 2 is they probably incorporated the Crazy Taxi 2 map into this game. That's probably what they did. Yeah, you can see it's the full freaking map. If you tell me that's not ambitious, I don't know what is. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But I think it's very clear to see. How do you unlock that second map? How do you unlock this one? They don't actually tell you how to unlock it, but you can see it is there. Records here. You got your records if you want to, compare against your friends or whatever. You know, your crazy jump, normal rules. You know, you got your records here, and you can save your records and all that good stuff. But now we got to show off the Crazy Box. So the Crazy Box name, I'm just gonna be called New. Yeah, I'll just be New. It's fine. Oh well. We'll just be AA ?AB. So it will change my thing, and you can see almost all the Crazy Box levels are here. Let me just see, because you see 1 1 2 1 3 1 1 1 2 1 3 2 1 2 2 2 3 3 1 3 2 3 3. So let me see. Let me make sure they are all here before we go in. I've played Crazy Box 1,000 times, but I don't really play it often. Like, you won't see me just standardly playing, like, let me just play some Crazy Box, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're all here. They're all here. So we're not going to see if they're all faithful, but we'll check, okay? I know for a fact the first one is, but you can see they're all here, and they're all available to you right away. So if you go to 1-1, you can actually see the Crazy Jump is here, right off the bat, and it's, again, very faithful to the original. The fact that they included that here, like, again, this is very ambitious, right? very, very ambitious. And the fact that, again, this all, don't forget, this all fits on a standard GBA. This is all on a standard. I've never been good at Crazy Jump. I don't know why I'm terrible at Crazy Jump. I don't know what they really want you to do for Crazy Jump. It's like, you know, even if we go to the Dreamcast game, you can back up. You can't get as much speed as you would like to get. You see what I'm saying? It's like, what the heck do they want me to do? I'm trying to get as much speed as possible, but it's like, I've never figured it out. I've never gotten Crazy Jump.
Let's give it another go.
I don't know. I've never got it, but you get it. If I show you, if we cut back again, because yes, we're gonna have to keep doing this. I'm sorry. If we name entry A, we'll be AAA again, and we go over to BD Joe here, and we get on to 111.
Do a crazy jump.
1.1, whatever. You can see Crazy Jump looks exactly the same.
Ready?
Again, a little bit of the detail is missing, like the indoor effect, but you can see, for the most part, it's all there. And I'm gonna suck just as bad. You can see, just the fact that this amount of detail they put into it and love and care, it's insane. Look.
Uh-oh, too bad.
I don't know how.
Let's give it another good
I've never figured out how to do Crazy Jump.
Ready?
But again, I'm not gonna go through all of them here because again, you can assume they're all pretty much the same. In fact, we're gonna go back to the menu there. But if I go over here and go to 2, you can see Crazy Fag, Crazy Balloons, Crazy Bond, Crazy Turn, Crazy Drift, Crazy Rush, Crazy Zigzag, Crazy Pole. They're all here, right? So I'll just open up Crazy Flag real quick. And you can see, again, it's Crazy Flag. If you've ever played Crazy Flag, you know what Crazy Flag is. It's almost like Capture the Flag, but in Crazy Taxi. Everything's here. Even the water is here, funny enough. You can't go underneath the water like you normally would. In fact, if I'm like 100% honest, I think this stage is a little bit different than what we're used to. Let me see something really quickly. I'm like 90% sure this stage could be potentially different. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the same. You can see. Look, they put a lot of love, detail, and care into it. Although, you can see in the real game you go under the water. I guess they couldn't replicate that effect. But you can see the flags here. Gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there, gotta get there before we miss. Made it. Got the flag.
No new records here.
No new records there. There you go. There. That's what you do. You go and get the flag. I beat it. You see? Jump past the K point. This is really hard advice. Okay. Start button. So yeah, there you go. It's all here. Oh, even the voice actor. I'm sorry, I didn't even talk about him. You can hear the voice actor is here. Look, in full capacity, they got the voice in. Ready, go. It's the exact same voice actor. They got him here. They got him here. Like, that's crazy. Go get the, if you try to make it really quickly to the flag. Believe it or not, it's actually a little bit faster in this game than it is. What the heck? Why? The beach is longer for some reason. We've got a new record. Don't ask me why the voice is actually here, but right, there you go. So again, I don't think I have to go through it all, but you get the point. This is so my final thoughts on this game. Is it worth it? Does it compare to the original? Should you play it compared to the original? And would I recommend it to any collectors or people looking to get into Crazy Taxi for the first time? Yes and no. My full rating for this game, I'd say, is an 8 out of 10. And the reason I'll say that is because, again, it's very ambitious. That's number one. And I know I keep saying that, but it's the truth. The fact that they fit the entirety of Crazy Taxi 1's map, and most likely Crazy Taxi 2's map, into this one Game Boy Advance game, the fact that they didn't skimp out on any of the characters, all 4 characters were there. They could have easily just threw Axel here, or BD Joe, or Jenna, and just called it a day and walked away, you know what I'm saying? But no, they took the liberty to put all of those characters in here, and that alone is, and they have their voice clips. They have voice clips, full voice clips. Even characters all have voice clips. The entirety, they tried their best to recreate the map in its entirety in the limited environment that they had. And the fact they did, sure, a few things are missing. The sponsorships are missing, but like, do we actually really care if it's called a diner or if it's called KFC? I don't think any of us really care, you know what I'm saying? The Levi's, the KFC, the Pizza Hut, they're missing, but who cares, you know what I'm saying? The music. Now, you only get those same 5 tracks, but again, you get the same 5 tracks in Crazy Taxi, so is it really a big deal? For fans of the licensed music, I mean, yeah, but it's not the only reason you really... Oh, no, you can get on the beats. You can still get on the beats. That's sick. The water, again, doesn't work like it does in traditional Crazy Taxi. You can't go underwater, but they tried their best with what they had, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit slower paced, as I showed you. Like, in traditional, there isn't as much craziness that you can do. You can still drive around, hit cars, and, you know, you can't run over people's mailboxes like you can in the normal game. In fact, I'm not even sure if you can run over people. Like, if you were just looking to be a taxi driver, because Crazy Taxi is a glorified taxi simulator anyway. If that's what you're looking for, you're looking to pull a little Crazy Taxi out your pocket, I'd say play. Oh no, you can still run stuff over. You see that? You see that? Again, car stuff you want to impact. So, you know, the moment you hit a car, like, look, it just brings you to a complete halt. So that can get quite annoying because, again, in traditional Crazy Taxi, even if you hit something, you can regret. Look, they even got the giant pink building. Are you seeing that? They even got that. Everything here is perfect. You can still run over the mailboxes and all that. Sure, the animations are a bit goofy, but it's still here. They even have the car park. Look, can you go up in it? Yes, you can. Look at that. Look, it's all here in its great glory. You're not missing a single thing. So again, do I recommend this? Yes, I do. But I don't recommend it for purposes of modern day playing. If you're looking to get this as a collector or someone just interested in trying the game out, then I'd say go ahead and get it. You know, I don't even know what the prices are. And I'll show you prices for how much this game is going for at the end of this video, you know, just for nostalgia purposes. But like, in terms of, is the game worth it? Should you buy it and should you play it in terms of its gameplay? I'd say it's something definitely worth experiencing because it is 100%, almost 100% accurate to the original. And the fact that the sheer fact again that they fit all of this into a Game Boy Advance cartridge is just amazing enough. The music is gone, and yes, it will be missed, but in the same 5 tracks, they do have a tendency to kind of get repetitive after a while. But again, that same argument can be made for the actual tracks in Crazy Taxi. I mean, you can only listen to way down the line enough times before you get tired of it, right? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, what is here is decent enough that you're still getting that rock theme on the go. The voice clips are still here. The crazy box mode is still here. The records are still here. 10 minutes, normal mode, it's all still here. You're not missing a single thing. They fit all of this into a Game Boy Advance cartridge. It's heavily ambitious and heavily worth your time. So again, do I recommend Crazy Taxi on the Game Boy Advance? If you see it in the wild for a cheap price, I'd say pick it up. If you see it somewhere else, you know, on eBay, I wouldn't say spend a whole bunch for it, but should you play this over the Dreamcast version? I wouldn't say no, don't do that. You know, play the Dreamcast version and then play this version out of curiosity. But that's the only reason I'd say pick this up. Now, if we're looking at this from a previous perspective, yeah, it would have been great to have this on the go. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're sitting at home, you're playing your Dreamcast, you're playing Crazy Taxi, and out of nowhere, your mom's like, okay, well, it's time to go. You pull out your Game Boy Advance, you freaking load up Crazy Taxi, and the madness doesn't stop on the go, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, in that aspect, it's really cool. As a game aspect, it's really solid. Does it hold up today? I don't know. You know, it's debatable. Again, that the cars bring you to a whole stop is a little bit counterintuitive, but it's nothing game breaking in my opinion. That being said, though, I'll be right back with the prices of the game so we can see how much it's going for, because that's a fun little thing we used to do, and I want to start doing it again. So I'll be right back. So, the price turning is, I mean, they're saying the game loose is going for around $12, and again, almost $13, so basically $13. Let's just say, you know, if you encounter this on the wild for $13, is it worth it? I don't think so. If you encounter it for cheaper than that, I'd say yeah. A complete is literally going for $55. That is by far not worth it. I'm being honest with you. It's not worth it whatsoever. A new is going for $126. A graded is going for $139. The box itself is going for more than the game loose. Think about that. The manual is going for $13.75. So it's clear the box is probably what's driving prices the most here. But like, again, you can see the last time one sold was on eBay, and it was literally the 6th of this month, and then there was one that sold on the 5th, and it sold on, yeah, all the recent sales have been on eBay, but the last one that sold was Authentic Crazy Taxi Ride Game Boy Advance. I'm assuming this was a loose copy, and it sold for $8.53, so if you find it for that price, I'd say go for it. If not, if you don't find it for that price, I wouldn't say go for it. Oh, and the release date was April 9th, 2003. Wow, you want to hear something funny? This game came out, 2 days after my birthday, literally. I was born April 7th, 2003, so this game literally, I was only 2 days old when this game came out. Think about that. Think about that, right? Also compatible, oh yeah, obviously it's compatible on DS, but you get the point. I was 2 days old when this game came out. That's just a bit funny to me, right? Me and this game are almost the same, or technically the same age old, you know what I'm saying? We're both 20. We're both turning 20 this year, so you know. But yeah, again, worth it. I'd say if you find it for a cheaper price than $12.98 loose, like if you find this in somewhere in the wild for around $5, $2, you know, anything like that, it's a steal. Go ahead and pick it up. If you want to pick it up for $12 or $13, or you know, around $8, it's looking like, yeah, you can see some have sold for $16, some $9. It's selling anywhere. It's looking like it's selling, I'd say, anywhere from $8 to around $17. I'd say it's selling for me, yeah, because the average seems to round out around like $17. So I'd argue it's selling anywhere from around $8 to around $17. So if you find it for somewhere in that $8 range or cheaper, I'd say definitely pick it up. If you find it more expensive than that, I just don't think it's worth it. You know, you're better off playing the Dreamcast version or the arcade version. And those versions can be brought anywhere for, you know, those versions can be brought anywhere for like $4.99, so it's really all up to you. But is it worth it? I'd say yes. That being said, if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be really awesome. And if you are subscribed, if you could put on notifications, that'd be really awesome. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. You'd be helping us out a lot. Make sure to share this video with your friends to become a Super Slayer. Oh, before I forget, I want to thank you all for 1.4K, so you know, 1,400 subscribers or 1,400 subscribers, however you want to say it. I appreciate you all. I thank you, and you know, make sure again to subscribe or turn on notifications for all our new subscribers if you want to see more Sega stuff. I'll be coming back at you with because I did the day you're seeing this, I was supposed to actually release a new episode of the what's it called? Comic Zone Let's Play, you know what I'm saying? But I actually forgot. So I wanted to do this instead. I saw this. I thought this would be cooler. I thought you guys would appreciate it a little bit more. So, you know, here you go with that. I'll be coming back at you with the Comic Zone, probably the next video. And, you know, we'll resume our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon stuff next week. So do not worry about that. I just wanted to show you guys that the Sega reviews and Sega game videos are back. They're back and they're here to stay for real because this was fun. Okay? That being said,